All right, fellas. Welcome back to Hot Rods Model Shop. Man, let's see here. Tonight I got some shop cards, shout outs, uh, and maybe some stash updates. Uh, let's see here. I got a few shop cards in my, I'm still looking for a couple more. I don't know, hell, they might be here tomorrow. But anyway, fellers, the first one up is, I got this one. I think hell, maybe I sent this guy an email like, "Hey man, I like to swap shop cards with you," and he's like, "Yeah." So anyway, I sent him an email to make sure he got mine, and he did. All right, I got this one in, and uh, Morris Custom Model Shop. Cool channel, man. I think hell, I've watched quite a few of his videos, and if I ain't mistaken, he's been making videos since 9 or 10 years back, man. So anyway, I got his card in, man. Uh, Mr. Morris, thank you for the words on the back, man. I appreciate that, really do. And really cool card, man. I was trying to look and see what is that, a 5960 Chevy Impala wagon, maybe? I can't tell. But anyway, cool shop card, man. If y'all ain't seen him, hell, go check him out. All right, let's see here. Let me move that another way. Set him right here. All right, next one up is, man, I've been wanting one of these cards for a while. Uh, man, I never sent nobody no emails like, "Hey, man, I'd like to have one of them cool ass shop cards y'all got." And because I didn't have nothing to send back, man. I don't want something for nothing. So anyway, man, uh, I sent this guy an email. I was like, "Hey, man, like swap shop cards with you." So he agreed to send me one of his cards, man. Uh, is that not a cool freaking card, man? That that is so freaking cool, man. First time I seen it, I thought, heck, far, man, I'd like to have one of them. But anyway, I need my garage time, JT over there. And this is his 1 year anniversary card. So that's cool too. Build it your way or no way. Hell, I'm a firm believer in that, man. As y'all have seen by my junk, that's pretty much the way I do it. He's even got some cool stuff on the back of this stuff. On the back of this card, man. Check all that out. All them are like old logos, signs, or whatever, man. Uh, cool shop card, man. JT, man, I appreciate you sending this out to. I appreciate you swapping cards with me. I'm glad finally I had something to where I could ask for some of these cool cards that I see you guys showing on here, man. Really cool card, man. Let me flip him back around here. Man, I love that. I love that picture right there. That is so freaking cool right there, man. JT, man, thank you. Thank you so much for sending me a shop card. I appreciate it. You have no idea. Let's see here. Uh, oh, yeah. Let, let me back up here just a minute. Hey, fellers, it's Friday night. It's after 5 o'clock. So here at Hot Rods Model Shop, you get what you get here. This might be a short one, might be a long one, probably turn into a long one. They say, hell, it's deep into the night now for me anyway. Hell, it's going on at 8 o'clock, 20 to 8 or something. So anyway, this fella, man, Mr. Morris, James Morris, modeling since 1960, man. He said, oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I apologize. He sent me, when he sent me an email, he sent me his phone number, man. I'll probably call him one day when I'm on lunch, between 1 and 2. I don't know what time zone it is. Kentucky time. Lexington area, that's where I work. I might give him a call there one day, man. Holler at him, say, hey, what the hell, man? What's up? Anyway, let me get that back out of the way. Hey, fellers, it's after 5 o'clock on Friday. JT, man, I can't thank you enough for sending me one of these cool shop cards. I've been wanting one of those for a long time now, and that right there is such a cool picture, man. I love that. I love that. All right, next up is Bob. Man, I hope I say this right. I hope I don't torture your last name. Bob Busking. Uh, man, he does some cool stuff. I just watched a video the other day. He did some kind. Fellers, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about Star Wars. But he did some kind of Star Wars, or he maybe final reveal of a Star Wars. I don't know, man. Some kind of plane thing, spacecraft, whatever. But anyway, that was cool looking, man. And as you can see, he does a lot of stuff like Gemini scale model works, man. Cool stuff. Anyway, I swapped shop cards with him, man. Thank you, Bob. Man, I appreciate everybody swapping shop cards with me or sending me a shop card. Means a lot to me, man. I really appreciate that. I've been wanting these cards from you guys for a long daggone time, but I wouldn't ask. Anyway, Bob, thank you, man. I can't say enough. I appreciate you swapping cards with me, and cool shop card. Fellers, if you ain't seen Bob, go check him out. Cool channel. Cool bills too, man. Alright, let me move that another way. We're moving on, man. It's Friday night, it's after 5 o'clock, and we might not take all daggone night. Next up is Red's Scale Scrapyard. Parts are parts. Hey, man. That's what I am. I'm a parts man for a tractor trailer shop. So I dig that, man. That's really cool. But again, this is one man. I've been watching him for a long time, and I've been. I'm thinking I've been subscribed to him for like ever, maybe. But anyway, Red, thank you for swapping shop cards with me, and I think we had trouble. He hadn't received mine, so hell, I put another one in the mail, man. I want to make sure mine makes it to their destination. So anyway, he said he swapped shop cards with me, man. That was cool. If I ain't mistaken again, I shot him an email since I've got shop cards to swap. Fellers, I'm sorry about this, but hey man, it's a Friday. It's been a while. All right, Red Scale Scrapyard, man. Cool card. Can't say it enough, man. I appreciate you. And before I get off of this one, I had to set a tire up here to make sure my cards didn't fall. Anyway, when I got Red's card in the mail today. I come in, hell, like say, man, I seen it on the table. I thought, oh, I got me a shop card. I wonder who it is. So anyway, when I picked it up, man, it felt like something was in the daggone envelope. And the first thing I thought is, man, whoever sent me this didn't have my glasses on, man. I couldn't see who it was. Uh, when I picked it up, I noticed it felt like something was in the envelope, man. I thought, oh man, I hope somebody ain't done dropped a part that they're looking for currently, right now. I hope they ain't dropped a part and looking for this rascal because something's in this envelope here with this card. So anyway, man, uh honestly, I laid it back. That I didn't want to open it. I didn't want to see who it's from or nothing else. I want to take a shower, man. It's been a long daggone day, and I was ready for a shower. So I went and got me a shower, man, and got out of there and got me a cold beverage and come in here and I opened that rascal up, man. And I was like, man, I hope this ain't somebody's part that they're looking for. So I opened it up, man, and it was this cool little. I want you to check that out. I hope you can see it. Let me hold it up. Let me do it right there. It's one of them little finger pointers that, man, I see a lot of you guys have, and I thought that was daggone cool, man. I've seen them like this. I've seen them like a peace sign or whatever, somebody throwing a peace sign. Man, I dig this. I was not expecting that. So, Red, man, thank you so much for sending me that. On your last video, I seen where you had gotten a 3D printer in, and so I assume you made this, man. That is so freaking cool. Uh, I filed it down and everything, and stuck it to one of these. I don't know, some kind of little cheap paintbrush that I got over at Hobby Lobby, man, and hell, I'd use it for Mod Podge and let it dry altogether. But anyway, let me hang on, fellas. Anyway, that's what I stuck it to. One of those little fellas. Red, thank you for the little pointer, man. That is so freaking cool, man. I guess. Let me lay it down here. Let's see here. What did I do with it? Maybe my original pointer is gone, man. I ain't gonna be using it because I got a cool one, man. Check it out. Ain't that cool? But then I ain't gonna get rid of this thing because chances are the way I sit around and tap this thing like that, chances are I'll do that and break that daggone finger. But anyway, Red, thank you for that, man. I was not expecting that, and that was a total surprise. And thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's see here, fellas. We're moving on. Oh hell, we're done with the shop cards. Other than Hot Rods Model Shop, fellas. If anybody out there wants a shop card, shoot me an email at hotrodzmodelshop@gmail.com. Shoot me an email, man. I, I got several of these things to send out, and I really love to do that. So, man, if anybody, I don't care if you make videos or not. I don't care if you want a daggone shop card of mine from Hot Rods Model Shop. Shoot me an email, man, with an address, and I'll send one to you, man. Appreciate you even asking if you do. So anyway, let's see. Well, that's all we got, man. Oh, yeah, well hell. Let's just move out to hide all that junk. Alright, fella. I had a wheel and tire sitting out here to hold up my cards because they done fell down on me like a dozen times trying to get this whole deal set up here to make this video. So man, you see my little Pinto sitting here. I have been working all week, and when I say all week, I mean maybe 30 minutes, an hour, maybe when I come in the evenings from work. I come in here and I watch some videos and I fool with this thing, and so I ain't really done a whole lot this week, man, but I have fooled with it every daggone evening because I was trying to get it to where hell, maybe I had something to show with my shop card shout outs, man. Uh, them fellas right there, man, appreciate it again, man. Thank you so much for your shop cards and hell, wanting to swap with one of these fine jewels right here, with the front end chopped off and the back end chopped off. Fellers, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your shop cards. But back to this little jewel, man. Uh, it don't look like I've done much this week, and honestly, it don't look like hell. I probably ain't done much this week, but I done what I could done, man. What I could do, fellers. It's after 5 on a Friday. I don't gotta work tomorrow. It's reason for celebration. So anyway, fellers, I've been filing, sanding, raising the wheel wells on the passenger side. Last time I showed you on the driver's side. On the passenger side, that's what I've been working on this week. And man, it's actually sitting on all fours loosely because nothing is glued. Man, I'm still I'm still building what I call with. I'm still fooling with this little old car, man, and I ain't really got it to the stance that I'm looking for. It needs to come down in the front end just a little bit more. So it's got a slight rake to it. As you can see, it's to me it's looking level across through there, and I don't want that, man. I want it to have a slight drop in the front, not much. So I need to come on down, man, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get it there. I pulled the cage, the two cage pieces that come out of that mellow yellow 42. I pulled them out. I just had them kind of like lightly tacked, we'll call it, in there. So I pulled them out so I can get the body to where I'm wanting it at, and then I'll work on. I know I'm gonna have to do it, man. I'm gonna have to work on like lowering the top part of the cage. I'm gonna have to lower everything down so it'll fit in here and not interfere with my body, man. So I wanted to get everything on like what where it's gonna set, man, before I did that. So that's what I've been fooling with, and like I say, man, as you can see, to me, it looks like it needs to come on down just a touch more. Not a lot, man, but just a touch more for a little bit more of a rake. So that's where we're at on that little old jewel. Uh, we have been working on it. We ain't, don't look like a lot of progress, but what little time I got in the evenings, man, when I come in from work, that's where we're at. So, fellers, uh, oh yeah, man, I'm sorry. I got a couple few stash hats. Not really nothing cool, not really so to say, but cool to me, man. My buddy, he goes to a Ollie's that I don't really get to go to very often, if at all. Been there a few times, not many. But anyway, I told him, I told him I was gonna have to buy one of them little Chevy 2, uh, funny car Chevy 2 kits, altered wheelbase deal. I told him, hell man, I figured I was gonna have to buy another one of them just to get that daggone cracker that I messed up on my original kit, I guess you'd say. So anyway, man, he seen them over there at that one he goes to sometimes, and he's like, man, they still got some of them. And I was like, man, next time you're there, pick me one up, and I'll pay you back for it, man. So the ollies that I go to, man, I looked at them 007 Ford LTD. It's a 4-door kit. Uh, hey man, I like 4 doors. I like long roof cars, and I like daggone 4-door cars, especially if they run good, man. Uh, let's see here. As a matter of fact, I've been looking around for a 4-door car already myself, for myself, 1-to-1 car, real car. Anyway, he said, man, they still got some of those. I was like, man, grab me one of those for sure because the ollies that I go to, they ain't got them no more. They're all gone. So, and I've been wanting one of them, and I kept passing it up for other stuff, and then they was gone. I was like, oh my gosh, man, I have screwed up so bad. So he picked me up one of those. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate you hollering at me, giving me a heads up on what they had. So we got that stuff now. Let's see here. Let me show you what kid I'm talking about on the 4-door LTD if I can get him in here. I can't get it all in here, but it's the 007 1970 Ford Galaxy. It's a 4-door, looks like a cop car to me. I think my buddy has this same daggone model, but it's a taxi. So anyway, I was like, hell yeah, man, I want this, and this is mainly why I wanted it. It's got a Boss 429 engine in it. I ain't opened this one yet. I opened the other one, but I ain't really looked at it. It's got a Boss 429 engine in with it. Looks like it's probably got some cool steelies with it. It looks like a wood front bumper. would look good on a shop truck, man. Not to mention the light bar. But anyway, he he got me that, or well, I bought it from. I paid him back. Anyway, he picked that up for me, man, and then I think maybe, well, it was this past weekend, man. I had another coupon for Ollie's that, man, they pull you in with them daggone coupons and they ain't got nothing in the models, so to speak. So anyway, I had another coupon and went down there, man, and hell, I was look. They didn't have nothing I wanted. They didn't have nothing left. Everything that they had left, I done had two of them anyway. So I got that. I got that box of funny cars off the top shelf, and I was figuring that they was all still in there. There was only two left. So I pulled one out. I took it because of that coupon, man. And then inside that same box, it hadn't been there before, but it was another one of those 007 Ford LTDs, 70 LTDs. So I took it. So I got two of those now, man. And the next one, I was over at Ollie's, yet not Ollie's, I'm sorry, Hobby Lobby yesterday on my lunch hour. And I went in. I went in there to get me some thinner for my paintbrushes to, you know, clean my daggone brushes, man. And while I was there, they're having that 40% off sale still. So man, I was like, daggone, I need to pick up a kit while I can get it reasonable to me anyway. I'm a tightwad. So I picked one of these up, 34 Slammer modified. I picked one of those up, man, and hell, it was under $20. So I was like, heck yeah, man, I'll take that jewel for that. Might put it together, might not. Who knows? Whatever happened. But anyway, man, I got a question about this model. I seen it had a 428 engine, and then in my mind, the 428 is a is a Ford motor. Hell, my daddy had one in a '67 Mustang fastback that he put in it. Four-speed car, bad ride back in the early '70s. But anyway, is this a '34 Ford? I realize the number don't reflect what year it is, but if somebody out there that watches my video made it this far, man, is this a '34 Ford coupe body or what is it? I ain't opened it up yet to read. Might tell me in the instructions, but I ain't got to that point yet. Maybe somebody will tell me. And anyway, moving on, man. Daggone, looks like it's gonna be a long one, fellas. I'm sorry, it's Friday night. It's after 5 o'clock. Let me move him out of the way. Moving on. All right. Now the next one, man, I got is it ain't mine. Hang on, fellas. I gotta wet my throat. This one, a feller that works over there where I work, man. He said, man, would you care to build a model for me? He's been talking about building it, but he ain't really got the paint and glue and all that. He's like, I was like, yeah, man, hell yeah, I'll build that rascal for you. No problem, man. Told him what color paints I had, and which ain't many, man. He said, man, just do it whatever you want to. So anyway, I told him, yeah, man, bring it in. I'll bring it down here to Hot Rod's Model Shop. We'll put that jewel together. So anyway, man, this is what it is. Oh man, they ain't gonna. Let me see if I can raise it up here. Hell, y'all know what it is. Y'all seen it 100 times on here. But anyway, he brought me that, man. He bought it for the. Maybe you can see this though. Oh yeah. Cool trailer, man. That is freaking cool. Uh, anyway, I brought that down here to put together for him, and he's like, "Man, I'll buy you lunch or something. Put it together for him." I was like, "Man, you don't got to do nothing for me, man, because he's the one that gave me that senior tribute build car that I used, that McDonald's stock car, NASCAR." he's the one that gave me that because he's like, man, I'll never put it together. I've had it forever, and so he gave it to me. And there at work, man, hell, it never been open, man. Still was in the plastic. I told him, man, I got to see the decal sheet. So I cut it open and we checked it out, and which turns out I didn't need the decal sheet anyway because we used that one for our senior tribute build in memory of Terry Thacker. But anyway, we got that coming down the pike. We're gonna fool with that before long because I like to get it done, get it back to him, man, so he can set it on his shelf, man, or whatever. Anyway, that's what we got going on, fellers, coming down the pike. But that's gonna about do it for tonight, fellers. Man, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. And fellers, thank you for the shop cards. Red Scale Scrapyard, Bob Busking, I Need My Garage Time, and Morris Custom Model Shop, man. Like I say again, if y'all ain't seen them, fellers, and if you're watching me, I'm sure you have. Go check them out if you ain't. But anyway, fellers, that's about all we got for tonight. And I've been sitting here watching the old time playlist on like finished builds or whatever. And man, fellers, I appreciate you stopping in here and checking us out on this Friday evening or whenever you watch this video. If you watch this video, fellers, I appreciate you checking us out. I hope you come back, and that's about all we got for you, man. Thanks to all these guys for sending me shop cards, man. I appreciate it. And if anybody out there, hey fellers, I don't know how to put links in to fellers channels and such. I don't know how to do that. I apologize. I do this all off my phone. But anyway, I don't know how to do that, but you fellers go check them out. And to these fellers that I haven't done that for, man, I don't know how to do it, fellers. I apologize for my ignorance on that stuff. Maybe I'll learn, probably not. But anyway, fellers, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a good, safe weekend and a good week coming up. And let's see here. I think we got Memorial Day coming up here soon, next week or so, couple weeks, whatever. Fellers, everybody be safe and have a good evening. And we'll catch you on the next one. And again, if anybody wants one of my shop cards, man, shoot me an email, man. Hotrods with a Z, hotrodzmodelshop at gmail.com. Shoot me an email, man. I'll put one of these rascals in the mail to you. Fellers, I appreciate you checking us out here, and we'll catch you on the next one. And everybody have a good evening, man. We'll catch y'all later, and thanks for checking us out, fellers. We'll see y'all later.